What's up everyone? So I'm gonna introduce the World's Next Door challenge to you now. Everything that you need to know to get started. Let me start by explaining the template that you get. You will get this Blender project file here with the first person camera coming out of a door and then going back into a door with a hand also grabbing for the doorknob. You can change a lot of things about this. First of all, you can of course change the world, right? Like the whole environment where this is taking place in. You can do whatever you like. You can make a sci-fi space station. You can make a polar exhibition, abstract painting, whatever comes to your mind, whatever you want to create environmentally, you can create here. And also interaction-wise, you can have this first-person character interact with someone behind that door or like grab something, whatever you like. So one easy thing that I created for you to be able to adjust the camera animation is I created this empty here that will help you to change where the camera is looking at. So if you want the camera to look down into the abyss, you can point it down. Or if you want it to look up onto a high skyscraper, you can just pull it up and the camera will look up. The next thing is you can switch to a dynamic path finding camera too, which is in here. So you can activate this camera by clicking on the camera icon, and then if we grab this little cube here and we change the position of the exit door, the camera will automatically find its path. So it will always start from here and then it will find its path to exit through this new position, which gives you all kinds of possibilities. It lets you create a camera path that you want. So for example, you can have the character just move in a straight line from the entrance to the exit point. So yeah, you can have this door basically anywhere where you like. The only thing that you really need to look out for is that the entrance keyframes, so all the frames before 138, they are not touched. So the camera move cannot change during this time. And also after frame 402, the camera needs to stay on its pre-animated path. So we have a smooth transition into every scene. You can also change the design and the way the door gets opened. For example, you can have someone kick down the door, but the only important thing is that on frame 402, the whole frame is basically covered. So we have like one frame where we completely occlude the next shot and then it gets revealed. I have created a little box inside of this door where it creates a transparency, right? It's a holdout shader. So whatever happens in here is transparent. That way we can transition into the next scene seamlessly. So make sure to keep some sort of this. Yeah, those were the most important things about the project file. For the rest, I trust in you to figure it out, or you can still reach out on the Discord server for me or the community's help. The link to the download of the template is in the description. Check it out. So let's talk timeline. Today is the 8th of June where the challenge starts and it ends on the 6th of July. So you have 4 weeks to complete this challenge. During the challenge time, I will do a live stream every Sunday to look over community submissions. So if you need feedback or help on your project, you can send it in through a form that's also linked in the description, and I will help you to overcome any roadblocks you might face. So after you submitted your final piece, we will do a big live stream on the 20th of July with all of the judges revealing the top 50 and the top 3 winners. And we will also watch the finished short film, which I'm really excited about to see how that turned out. Let's get into the prizes now. We've got a lot of cool prizes. Relusion is sponsoring the incredible iClone 8 and Character Creator 4 software to the first place. iClone 8 lets you create fully 3D animated movies, working with motion capture and character animation in a very simple and easy to use workflow. The second place will get Character Creator 4. And Character Creator lets you create amazing 3D characters, either like photorealistic or stylized, and you can export those characters to any software. Fox Render Farm is also joining this challenge with amazing render coupons. The first place gets $300, the second place $200, and the third place $100. But also, every top 50 submission gets $50 render coupons. So this is definitely gonna help you to render your projects blazingly fast in the future. I have been using them myself in past projects and it has always been such a fast rendering process, and for such an affordable price, it's a really good service. BlenderKit is sponsoring 1 year full plan for the first place, 6 months full plan for the second and third place, and 1 month full plan for the top 50. I've been using BlenderKit for years and it has saved me so much time and it made my creation process so much easier and more efficient, so I can really recommend this tool to anyone who's using Blender. It lets you drag and drop objects, materials and even HDRIs directly from inside of Blender into your scene, so yeah, super useful. Physical Add-ons is sponsoring the Physical Starlight and Atmosphere add-on to the first place. It's an amazing add-on to get realistic lighting that I've never seen before, like your scene just feels more realistic immediately when using this add-on. The second and the third place can choose between the Physical Open Waters or Physical Celestial Bodies. We also have Procedural Crowds Pro by Diffuse Studio. They're giving their add-on to the first, second and third place. The first place is getting the Summer and Business Pack as additional content though. The Pro version has even more crowd types and models than the basic version. The first and second place will also get access to procedural stadiums. You will be able to generate detailed, fully customizable stadiums and arenas in just a few clicks. We have Light Wrangler by Leonid Altman for the top 3 places. It's really a game-changing lighting workflow for Blender. I've been using it for everything since I got it like a few months ago, and it's so useful. It makes lighting such a fun process. The integration of gobos is especially useful for me personally. BlenderBin is sponsoring a 1-year full plan for the first place. It gives you access to an ever-growing add-on library directly inside of Blender. ShapeLab 2025 is a really cool program that lets you sculpt on the PC and also in virtual reality. They're giving away a perpetual license to the top 3 winners of this challenge, and the top 50 get 40% off. I'm super excited to use it on this project myself. The first place will also get Flip Fluids, the best fluid simulator that's built directly inside of Blender. It's really amazing and it will give you crazy results. Polygon IQ is giving away a full asset pack of your choice to the first place, a light asset pack of your choice to the second place, and MemSaver or Render Set to the third place. These asset libraries are incredibly robust and versatile. GeoScatter is sponsoring a full version for the first place and 50% off for the second and third place. It's the #1 scattering plugin for Blender. It's really so useful, like all the tools that are in there make it so easy to scatter objects or create biomes. I myself am gonna sponsor in 2 different ways as Culver School. The first one is to give a cash prize out to the top 3 winners, the first one getting 50%, the second one 30% and the third one 20%. And this cash prize is made of the Culver School Patreon, so if you want to grow the prize pool, you can support me on Patreon and I will give that money to the winners basically for that month. I'm also giving away a 3-month student membership to the top 50 submissions. That means you get to submit your work every day and I'm going to look at your work, helping you to overcome problems and teaching you things that you might not know yet. Next up, let's look at our judges.
Hi, my name is Yue and I'm a 2D artist. What do I love about 2D animation? You can create everything you want in 3D. It is a way of expressing yourself. I love seeing people create stuff. I'm really excited about being a judge for The World Next Door because it's going to be nice because it's a great project and I really want to see what people are going to create and I hope there's going to be a lot of great different stuff. I'm really happy to see how this is going to go.
Hey, I'm Phil Flock and I'm a cinematographer and VFX artist. What I love about 3D animation the most is that you are God. You create something from nothing, and which is a beautiful thing because nothing is sexier than being God. What I'm most excited about in this challenge is that we actually get to tell a whole story. Every artist gets to add a little bit of themselves and the whole story gets told. I'm so excited to see what you guys are going to come up with.
I'm Luciano, an animator and director. I really love CG because it allows you to tell so many different kinds of stories in so many different kinds of styles. It's unimaginable. I'm really excited to be a judge for The World's Next Door because I want to see how you use CG to tell your story and how imaginative can you become with this simple prompt. So I'm excited to see what you do.
Hi, my name is Israel Soteldo and I am 3D generalist and light artist. What I love most about my creative community is the hunger to keep learning and especially the drive to keep pushing boundaries and redefining industry standards. There is a real spirit of resilience and innovation that I deeply admire. What excites me the most about being judged for Worlds Next Door is the opportunity to see how other artists use lighting to tell stories, to interpret ideas, and to express something meaningful.
Hey, I'm a 3D artist from India with over 7 years of experience as a 3D journalist and environment artist. So what I've truly grown passionate about is the environment design, creating worlds that tell stories, set moods, and pull people in. That's also, I'm super thrilled to be a judge for Worlds Next Door, and I'm looking forward to seeing how each artist bring their imagination to life, the atmosphere, storytelling, and the tiny creativity details that makes the scene feel alive, Can't wait to see the amazing worlds you're all about to create.
Hey, I'm Tom Cowles, a VFX content producer and currently working at Action VFX as their social media and community manager. What I really love most about 3D animation and the creative community is kind of the personal touches that you can see. Everyone gets given a prompt and everyone can interpret it differently. Different approaches, different techniques, and it all combines into something that has so much personal flavor. I love seeing that stuff. What excites me most about being a judge for the Worlds Next Door is basically seeing everyone's interpretation of the challenge. I want to see small details, personal touches, narrative introduced, and worlds built around individual voices. I don't want to see something generic. I want to know who's created this and how they've gone about it. So I wish you all the best of luck. Get creative.
Okay, let's look at the rules now. You can only submit one piece, so when you submit, make sure it is your final version. Collaboration between multiple artists is allowed, so you can get help from your friends creating your scene. Depiction of intellectual property like pop figure icons like Marvel characters or Mickey Mouse or whatever is allowed, since this is transformative work. The door animation and model can be completely altered. The exit door position can be changed freely. The arm animation and model can also be changed. The camera animation can be changed freely between frame 138 and 402. The camera animation must not be changed before frame 138 and after 402. The first 100 frames are reserved for simulation and do not need to be rendered. The background behind the door must be transparent. The video must loop seamlessly. And to check this, you can put your final render into something like Resolve and go to frame 302. Make a cut here and then just place that piece onto the beginning of the timeline. So now, when we play it back, it should loop seamlessly. There we go. Isn't that cool? We only provide a Blender template, but you can port the template to Unreal Engine or Maya or 3ds Max or Cinema 4D, however you like. I would not recommend using generative AI for your submission because judges and also myself, we value non-AI generated work much higher than AI generated. You can submit your render with sound design, which will help us when creating the full short film. You can deliver your final video in ProRes, Cineform, DNxHR or PNG sequence as long as it all has an alpha channel for the transition. The ideal export format, for example in Resolve, you can get by you choosing QuickTime, Apple ProRes and then ProRes 4444, and then make sure to enable export alpha, and then you will be all set. You have to deliver in 4:3 aspect ratio with a resolution of 1920 by 1440 in 30 frames per second. You have to submit your final render until 22 o'clock Berlin time on the 6th of July. During this challenge, the judges and me will create the intro and outro sequences, which will be the narrative frame for this whole short film. A father inventor's portal door accidentally sends his young son into other dimensions. The father chases after him, journeying through strange worlds and overcoming obstacles. After a long search, he returns home, fearing his son is lost, only to be reunited with him with the help of an alien friend, ending the adventure on a heartwarming note. The film will premiere on YouTube and will also be submitted to film festivals, so we can show the world what the Blender community is capable of doing. All submissions will also be featured on the Worlds Gallery on the website, so you can just go here and explore all kinds of worlds. It's gonna be a nice place for inspiration, I think. If you want to follow us on the creation process of this short film and challenge, you can follow us on our social medias, join the Discord channel. We would love to see your work in progress render, so when you post something on social media, tag it with hashtag WorldsNextDoor and we will look at it, reshare it. And when you're finished with your render, we have this submission form on the website that you should fill out and send your submission. I'm super excited about this challenge. I think it's gonna be very fun, very unique, and I'm very excited and hyped to see what the community makes. I will see you in the live streams and on the film festivals. Bye bye!